Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to build an EtherChannel. EtherChannel is one of the important configuration we do in all kind of networking environment. So I'm going to briefly explain the technology behind it and then jump directly into the lab environment to show you how to configure it. So let's understand what is EtherChannel. So there are different kind of EtherChannel, layer 2, layer 3, and we have single chassis, multi-chassis, and VPC, all kind of EtherChannel. But in this video, I'm going to cover only the layer 2 EtherChannel. If I want to cover everything, it's going to be a very long video. So EtherChannel has multiple different names. So sometimes it's called as port channel, sometimes it's called as channeling, sometimes it's called as link aggregation, sometimes it's called as NIC teaming. So sometimes server guys, when they have servers with multiple NIC, they will ask you, can you help me to combine all the NIC and create one bundle EtherChannel. So for them it's a NIC teaming, for you it's an EtherChannel from your end. So EtherChannel is the Cisco proprietary term, but the common term is link aggregation. That's 802.3 AD IEEE standard. So this is the lab setup I have here. So I have two switches here, the access switches. Say this is switch 1, the engineering building, and this is switch 2, this is representing the commerce building, and this is the radial switch. It's a 3750 12S radial switch. So these two buildings are going to connect to this radial switch using an EtherChannel port channel 1, port channel 2. At the same time, it's a triangular design. These two switches also going to connect themselves using another EtherChannel. And I have two ports here, the copper ports. I'm just 4748. I'm going to build an EtherChannel to show you how to do that. Say you have a server here, you are going to use a copper cable to build an EtherChannel. So that's why I have these two. If I have time, I will explain to you how to do that. But it's going to be pretty much same as what I'm going to do mainly here. So let's look at what is the technology behind EtherChannel. Think about, you have two links here, and if you connect these two links, spanning tree will block one link because it doesn't want to create a loop, so it has to block one link. So you will have active, passive forwarding here. So basically this link is just wasting the resources until this link goes down. And also when this link goes down, this link doesn't start to forward the packets immediately. It has a STP, it has to go through the STP process before it forward the traffic. So there's a couple of seconds delay in forwarding the traffic. That means, STP convergence. But when you combine them into a port channel, so the port channel is defined as, port channel allows multiple physical links to be combined as one logical link. That is, the logical link is called port channel. So STP is presented with the logical link instead of the physical links. So basically you are tricking the STP by hiding these ports behind this port channel. So what will happen is these two ports will start to forward active forwarding. So you are not wasting the ports and the resources, and when one link goes down, the traffic will keep getting forwarded because only one link goes down in the channel. STP is not going to even notice that link goes down. So it's basically create network resiliency and redundancy. And at the same time, you see here, these are two links, so the capacity, the bandwidth become 1 into 2 gig bandwidth. So you have to remember, port channel only increase the bandwidth, not the speed, because when traffic getting forwarded, it has to pick one link to forward one traffic flow. So it's going to be forwarded at 1 gig speed. So if you want higher speed, you have to upgrade your hardware to get a higher speed connectivity between these switches. So it's only increase the bandwidth, and this EtherChannel has a load balancing mechanism based on IP or MAC or other kind of mechanism. It vary between the hardware. That's why you cannot combine two different hardware like a 3750, 3850. You cannot combine them because the port channel, the mechanism and the algorithm differs between the hardware. So you have to combine them, only the compatible hardware to do the port channel. So come to this traffic flow. When a traffic come here, it will be forwarded through one channel only. So one flow can use only one channel. So it's not going to increase the speed of the link, it's going to increase the bandwidth of the link. So it's like you are adding, for a highway, the analogy is, for a highway you are adding lanes to the highway. You are not increasing the speed limit of the highway, right? So that's the basic concept of EtherChannel. So next, look at what are the protocol that being used to configure the EtherChannel. So there are two main protocol involved with the port channel configuration. One is PAGP, that's port channel aggregation protocol, and other one LACP, that's a link aggregation control protocol. So this is a Cisco proprietary technology. This is an IEEE standard you can use between a different kind of hardware. So this is a platform independent technology. So if you want to build channel between Cisco and Juniper, you have to go with this technology. But if you have a Cisco switches, you can use this protocol to create port channel between Cisco switches. So the modes we use here is a PAGP, desirable or auto, and here you use active, passive. So desirable is the one initiate the port channel negotiation. Auto is passive. It listen to the negotiation and then agree with the negotiation to create the port channel. So one side has to be desirable, one side can be auto, but both sides cannot be auto. If both sides are passive, they will be both waiting, port channel will not be created. So you can have desirable, that is fine. You can have desirable auto, that's fine. You can have auto desirable, that is fine. You cannot have auto, that will not establish a port channel. And here is same thing, active, initiate the port channel, passive, listen and agree to this negotiation and create the port channel, right? And there's another one, on mode. Here there's no protocol involved. Basically what you are doing is you are combining these two ports and then making as a port channel on. So it doesn't care what is happening on the other side. So if you are doing on mode, there is a possibility you can create loop in the network. So you have to be picture perfect on configuration on both sides. So if you look at the port channel configuration, there are two sides, as I explained to you. One is the logical interface, that is a port channel, and there are physical interface involved in the port channel. So when you configure the port channel, you have to follow the order of operation to do the process very smoothly. If you jump across the steps, you might end up a lot of time troubleshooting the process. So what you have to do is, I'm going to explain to you when I do the lab. So what we have to do is, first we have to default the ports, these ports to the manufacturer default, so there's no configuration there. And then you have to shut down these ports, and then what you have to do is you have to go to these ports and then put them into EtherChannel, and then go to the EtherChannel and configure the EtherChannel. Because when you configure the EtherChannel, that port channel, those configuration are propagated to these physical interfaces, and then you go to the physical interface and unshut the port. That will bring up the channel. So these are the order of operation you have to follow. All right, let's get into the lab and see how we can do the configuration. I'm going to start the configuration with the radial switch. As I showed you in the diagram, port 1 and 2 are connecting to port 3 and 4 in the engineering. Port 11 and 12 are connecting to 3 and 4 in the commerce switch. So let's look at show CDP neighbor. This is how you read the CDP neighbor. This is the remote switch, neighbor switch. This is a local port. This is a remote neighbor switch port. So your local port 1 and 2 are connected to 3 and 4 at the engineering switch, and 11 and 12 are connected to port 3 and 4 at the commerce switch. We need to follow the order of operation. So the first thing we have to do is we need to default the interfaces in this radial switch, because I'm going to configure all 4 ports at one point. So let's default both at the same time. Conf default interface range gig 10122. So if you do this one, you can just default these 2 ports only. But if you want to do other 2 ports, you can do comma gig 1011 to 12. So this way you do defaults both 1 and 2 and 11 and 12. Right now what you have to do is you shut all these ports. Interface range gig 1010 to 2, shut 11 to 12, shut. But you can do this way also. You can do the entire one and then shut everything. Alright, so now you shut the interface and then go to the interface range 1 and 2. That is the one is going to be port channel 1. So you create the channel group. Channel group 1 mode. So I'm going to configure this using a PAGP. So that's desirable. 1 mode desirable. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, so you put these 2 ports into the desirable mode, and now you have to go to that port channel configuration, int PO1 exit int PO1. So now you are in the port channel configuration, and now you can configure the port channel that will be propagated to both of the ports. Switch port, trunk, encapsulation .1q, switch port, mode, trunk. So all the VLANs will be allowed, but you can selectively also allow the VLANs. Port channel 11 and 12, and then put them into channel group 2 mode. This I'm going to use LSCP, so I just made active, so created and then become active. So in here, if you see here, if you don't have a port channel already being created, this command will create the port channel and put these two ports into that channel. And now exit int PO2 switch port, trunk, encapsulation .1q, switch port, mode, trunk. So the radial side has been configured now. And show EtherChannel summary, and you have ports here, but these are now shut down because you have not configured the other side, so it's not up now. So you can see all the description here what these symbols means. So let's go to the first one, engineering, to configure the port channel 1. Okay, now I am at the engineering switch, and the ports that's supposed to be configured 3 and 4, interface range gig 103 to 4, shut default. I have to go into the interface range command to shut that. Into range 4, shut, and now I'm at the interface range command. So now I can put this into the channel group 1 mode. I made the other one as active. I can make this as a passive, or I can make this as active. So let me make this as a passive. So it's created, and but these ports are still shut down. So what I have to do is, let me go into this. So I am in the interface range command. So now what I can do is I can unshut the ports. So before that, let's go and do show ETH summary. Is still down, so no shut. Okay, I unshut here, but I have to unshut on the other side also. T into range gig 101 to 2, no shut. To show ETH summary, port channel 1. Okay, if you see what I did is I made a mistake. It became independent because I configured this side active, that is a PHGP, and then I made this desirable. But on the other side, what I did is I used the LACP. So those are both two different protocols. So I have to go back and I have to reconfigure that one. Engineering. Exit, and let's show run int gig 103 passive. If you look at here, it's passive. What I have to do is I have to go to the country int po int range gig 103 to 4, no channel group 1. So I remove the channel group. Then I have to channel group 1 mode is so I made it desirable other side, so I can make it auto here, auto. And country int po1 switch port mode trunk switch port trunk encapsulation .1q switch port mode trunk. I think I configured before it disappeared because these ports I didn't configure that properly with the channel group. Okay, and then interface exit interface range gig 103 to 4, no shut, exit, show EtherChannel summary. Okay, now the port channel is up. So you have to remember what you are doing one end and also what you are doing on the other end. Alright, so this is done, port channel 1, and let's go to the other switch and configure LACP. I'm not going to make that mistake again. And radial, I think I already configured radial. I have to configure the access switch. Enable show run int po2, and there's no show EtherChannel summary, and I have no EtherChannel here, so I have to copy default interface range gig 103 to 4, interface range gig 10324 switch port shut, and then exit int port channel 2. I did not put those ports into port channel 2, so let's 3 group 2 mode. So I did the other side active, so I can do passive here. Passive, and then exit int port channel 2 switch port trunk encapsulation .12 switch port mode trunk, and then I go to the interface, no shut, and then you have to go to the radial and then shut from their side. Show EtherChannel summary, and still down, black P still down, can't T. So let's try to shut the port channel 2 and see that works. I hope that will work, but most I am confident that you need to go to that interface, physical interface, and unshut them. So int port channel 2 no shut, and show the channel summary. Yeah, they're still down, so I have to go to the, let's look at 11 and 12. Show run int PO, no, show run int gig 1011. Yeah, it's, you see it's shut down. So because you administratively shut down those ports, you have to go and unshut from the interface itself. Empty interface range gig 1011 to 12 no shut, and show EtherChannel summary. Voila, here it is up. Alright, so that has been configured now, and so I have used PAGP for port channel 1 between radial and engineering. Port channel 2 I used between that commerce and the radial. And also another thing you have to do is T int your 1 description channel 2, port channel 1 is going to engineering, and port channel 2 description commerce. So, and show int description. So when you do here, you know what these channels are for, right? So let's so now I'm going to use the on mode between this engineering and commerce switch. So let's go to the engineering switch. So port 1 and 2 on engineering goes to port 1 and 2 into the commerce switch, because we know we already configured 3 and 4, so 1 and 2 has to be these ones. T default interface gig 10122, set to default configuration, shut, okay, int range gig 10122, shut, and then I'm going to put that in the EtherChannel 3 channel group 3 mode. I'm going to make it on, created, and it's on now. And then I go to int PO3 switch port trunk encapsulation .1q switch port mode trunk. That is done, but still they are shut down. Exit. Now let's go to the other switch. So this is the commerce switch. Exit. Show the summary. I do have portion of 2 up. So T interface range gig 10122. So I have to default that first. Default interface range gig 10122, and then interface range gig 10122, shut, and then channel group 3 mode on, created and on. Exit, show EtherChannel summary, and if you see port channel 3 is down right now. So let me go to the interface, interface range 1 and 2, no, SWT shut, exit, and show EtherChannel summary. Show run int gig 101. Okay, I don't see the channel configuration, so let's T int PO3 switch port mode trunk. Okay, switch port trunk encapsulation .1q switch port mode trunk. Exit. No shut. Show summary. Port is still down, so So why it is not coming up for channel 3? So let's unshut from the other side. Shut. I think yep, it's coming up now. Show EtherChannel summary. Okay, now there. So you have to unshut. You have an unshut on the other side. So if you see here, there's no protocol. That's why it's called on mode. So I do have two copper ports here. So that is 4748. I have to do the same thing for the 4748. Let's do it quickly. And I'm going to use a lag P, but I'm going to use an active mode for the negotiation. Oh, otherwise, let's show you when we do a passive, you will not see EtherChannel forming, right? So let's try that. Interface range FA1047 to 48. Chat group 4 mode passive, and then exit int PO4, and then I do switch port trunk encapsulation .12 switch port mode trunk. So this side is done, and let's go to the other one. Command side T interface FA1047 to 48. Interface range FA1047 to 48, and then you do shut, and then put them in the channel group 4 mode passive, create it, and T interface int PO4 switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q switch port mode trunk, and then interface exit, and then I go to shut, no shut, int PO4 channel no int, I have to go to interface int range FA1040. Okay, I know. I went here 1, 2, and then I did no shut, but I supposed to go to 47 to 48. No shut, but still you are not going to see the EtherChannel come up. To show EtherChannel summary, still you see port channel here W. What W means? Waiting to be aggregated. So this is what happening because the negotiation did not start. So it's waiting to be aggregated. So let's put channel group 4 mode, and then I make it active, and then what you do here, and even though I put active, still you see that it's showing me still waiting because okay now okay yeah, it took a couple of seconds for that to come up here from the waiting to active mode because it took some time to negotiate. So here are some of the pictures I am showing you after I configured all these port channel. All these lights are green and blinking, so that shows you everything has been configured properly. Hope this video is helpful for you. I know it's a little longer video. I had to show you all the all kind of configuration combination in this video. Hope this video is helpful for you. Please do subscribe, like and comment on this video.